What I'm getting ready to reveal to you is going to open your eyes to the truth. This is a prophetic word to those of you who have been having that inkling in your spirit where God is wanting you to trust that spiritual nudge because you were right. I want you to know that in life, family, don't expect for your closest confidants, don't expect for your biological relatives to support you in the manner that you think they should, because they're not going to support you in the way that you want them to or in the way that you think they should. God said that he would never share his glory with no man. So let's set the record straight. If you're looking for it, if you're offended by the support that you've never received from your family, from the people that you thought were your confidants, your ride or die, your bestie, if you haven't received it, I don't want you to get offended because that's how God wanted it. Because what God is going to do in your life, not one of these people who would do their best to take the credit for it. God said, I'm not going to let one of these people help you. God said, I'm not going to let one of your family members support you to the capacity that you want them to, because they will try to take the credit. And some people think, family, if they don't help you, you won't make it. You won't get to the place where you need to be, but you're still going to get to the place where you need to be. God is going to prove himself to you. God is Jehovah Shaddai. God is the God of evidence. And God is going to give people who are connected to you, people who have been connected with you in the past, God is going to show people what they were working with and refuse to see it. You have family members that'll treat you like they don't even see you. You can walk in a room where all of your relatives are. You can walk in a room where your so-called friends, but they're truly your frenemies are. You can walk in the room in the midst of these people and they're going to treat you like you're not there. This is intentional. This is to break your spirit. This is to crush your spirit, because the enemy knows who you are, and the enemy is a coward. Just like when Jesus was led in the wilderness for those 40 days, his father led him in the wilderness. Do you know that God will sometimes lead us in the wilderness? God is leading some of you in the wilderness. Some of you are coming out. Some of you are going in. But God will do it. Jesus was confronted with Satan. Satan knew who he was, but he still had the nerve. He still had the gall. He still had the audacity to try to tempt Jesus. And every time, what did the Lord do? He put the word on Satan. You got to put the word on people. Your family members know who you are. They've known who you were before you knew who you were. They knew it was something special about you, family. They knew it. They're not going to support you. God don't want them to support you. If it mattered, they would. But it doesn't matter if they don't support you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they don't give you one accolade, if they don't give you one pat on the back. It doesn't matter if they don't congratulate you. They don't have to congratulate you. Heaven and every angelic host in heaven, they are congratulating you. They are giving you that push. They are proud of you. They are cheering you on. You're still going to get what you thought you needed from your own kin, from your own relatives. They see you, but they treat you like they don't see you. That's to get inside of you so that you can feel worse than you can feel about yourself. It's a sad thing when God has to use family, when God has to use the enemy as a pawn. Your enemies are in your own household. Don't ever forget that. That's a fact. That's true. Your enemies are in your own home. Your enemies are your own flesh and blood. These are the people that's going to fight against you the most. They're going to see you and they're going to pretend they don't see you. They're going to minimize your accomplishments. They're not going to acknowledge your accomplishments. They're not going to acknowledge you. You can tell them good news. You can tell them the great things that God is doing in your life, and they're going to show you nothing. It's going to be like crickets. It's going to be absolutely nothing, because they want to make you feel Like if they don't give you that accolade, if they don't give you that acknowledgement, it's going to tear your core down. Don't let things tear you down to the core. They don't matter. They don't matter. Don't let people matter who don't matter. Does that make sense, everybody listening? Don't make people matter to you who do not matter. They don't matter. They don't have one bearing of what will happen in your life or what wouldn't happen in your life. You're still going to be successful. You're still going to come out of it. You still are. They didn't give you the pat on the back. They pretended they didn't even see you. They didn't even acknowledge you. They weren't intended to acknowledge you, family. They wanted to treat you just like they treated you. And you're wondering why your family is treating you the way that they're treating you, because God is allowing it. Isn't that something? God is allowing your family to treat you like dirt. God is allowing your family members to treat you like you don't even exist. God is allowing your family to treat you like a stepchild. He's allowing them to do it because God has something good He's going to do in your life, and your family members are going to feel so foolish because God knows something that your family don't know. It's a famine going to come in the land, and just like Joseph, you're going to be that deliverer. You are being raised up to be a deliverer for your own family, and they don't even know it. They don't even know who you are totally. They have an inkling, but to the degree who you are, to the capacity of what God is going to do in your life, they have no knowledge of that. This is why they treat you that way, family. See, the enemy will use anybody, and whatever you do, don't be offended. Don't let that offense get on the inside of you. You're still going to make it. And when they look back over their life, family, and how they have treated you, how they have mistreated you, how they prejudged you, how they slandered your name, how they thought they were hurting you, but they were only helping you. They were only elevating your life. They were only promoting your life. They were only causing you to grow closer to God, and not having a desire to fellowship and have a relationship with them because they are not of God. They are of darkness. See, God is allowing people to reveal who they are. God is allowing the mask to come off so that you can see people who are not authentic. You can see these fake, fraudulent people for who they are. And when God allowed the mask to come off, now you're going to better understand why the life and the friendship and the relationship has taken a turn that it has. They wouldn't give you the accolades, and they wouldn't give you the pat on the back. They thought it was going to kill you to your core. But the moment that you went quiet, the moment that you went silent, they lost their mind. The moment that you stop caring, the moment that you show people that you don't care, they start caring. The moment you stop chasing whatever it is, it'll chase you. If you're chasing anything in this world, don't chase it. I want you to stop chasing it. I want you to be so confident in who God created you to be. I want you to be so confident in the kingdom principles when God tells you that death and life are in the power of your tongue. Speak things that be not as if it already existed. God is asking you a question. Why aren't you speaking things in existence that you want to have? Do you not believe it? Do you not think God will do it for you? Do you think God has respect a person? That's the lie of the enemy. And that's what the enemy wants you to believe. You don't need your family who didn't support you. You don't need those fake friends who said they would be there for you through thick and thin. And when life got hard for you, they ran away from you. You don't need them. God is going to prove to you, and He's going to prove to everybody else who gave up on you, that you didn't need them. God will prove to you if you let Him. Let God give you those proofs. You don't need it. You are in a better place in your life than you are now. If you're not there yet, you're on the way to get to the place where you really, really, really want to be. But let me tell you something, serving God is challenging. Serving God is real difficult because sometimes it's going to require you to leave places that you love. It's going to require you to leave people that you love, that you have a bond with, that you're connected to. Sometimes serving God is going to require you to wave goodbye to the past so you can walk into your present moment, so you can have an amazing future. Are you ready to walk into your future? No, I'm serious. If you are really ready to walk into your future, I want you to hashtag that. I am ready. I'm walking into my future. You got to do something difficult. If you want to get to a place in your life where you've never experienced before, you got to start doing things that you don't want to do. You got to do it when it's difficult. You can't do it when you feel like it, because that don't count. You got to do it when you don't feel like it. This is what counts. Doing it when you don't feel like it. I know some of you feel like you can't even lift your head up. All the hate and embarrassment and the shame that you've endured in your life by the hands of people that you trusted, by the hands of people that you thought was supposed to love you, protect you, and be there for you, but they gave you the opposite. But God said, I'm going to compensate you for all of that. God said, I'm going to give you double for your trouble. You can count on God, and you can believe the Lord your God, and you can trust what the word of God tells you. You didn't need them. Don't expect for people to help you. Don't look for people to give you a helping hand. Don't look for your family to give you a pat on the back. If you get it, you thank God. But if you don't get it, don't let it make a difference. Don't let it make you into a person that is miserable, that is mean and ugly spirited, like some of them are. Don't, family. They couldn't crush your spirit. They couldn't break your spirit. They see you, and God is going to put you in a better position in your life where they're really, really going to see you. And the reason why God would do it, because God has to teach all of us. Don't you judge anybody. Never judge a person by their present condition, because it's subject to change. Your condition was changing the whole time, but God blinded the eyes of people so that they could treat you just the way that they treated you. It's no accident that you didn't get the love from people that you wanted, that you didn't get the support from the people that you wanted. It's no accident. God allowed them to treat you and to leave you, to drop you, because He has purpose, because He's going to use all these things to make it for your good, family. They tried to crush your spirit. They tried to break your spirit, but they failed. And the reason why they always fail, because you're a kingdom's kid. And now what weapon that form against you shall prosper. Thank y'all for tuning in today's broadcast of You Are Enough. Don't forget to jump over to my Instagram at Nikki McCray. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell so when I upload future videos, you're not going to miss one single video. Thank you for your support. I love you. The best is yet to come. Hold your head up. You don't have anything to hold your head down for. Life sometimes will get worse, but guess what? It's going to get better.